My name is Tynan, and I am originally from Dublin, Ireland, but I've lived here in New York for about 2.5, 3 years now, and I've been a parishioner here at St. Francis de Sales for about 2 years, and I have been mainly part of the music ministry. I've been singing in the 11 o'clock choir under the guidance of first Jim and now very kindly Dylan. So I suppose I started actually dropped out of college, to be completely honest, first, and then found a very good path in a general science degree in University College of Dublin. And that's where I fell in love with research, basic research. So being at a lab bench, working with day-to-day experiments, discovering hypotheses and things like this. And I was very fortunate through that program to be offered a PhD in translational medicine and medicinal chemistry. And then I worked for a little while on genetic testing and how to predict, kind of a personalized medicine approach, how to predict how patients would respond to treatments. So genotyping patients and seeing if they were predisposed to more severe or less severe forms of illness, and figuring that kind of stuff out. And then I was very kindly offered a job here in my dream city, New York City, working on a new field of medicine called bioelectronic medicine. When I first moved here, I moved here for work, obviously, but before I left Ireland, I'd been really a big part of my life over there. I'd been part of a gospel choir and I'd been singing a lot. And when I moved here, it was something I really lacked and really missed in my life and going to church and stuff like that. So my friend and former colleague Dara London, who is a parishioner here and lives locally, knew of this church and knew of an amazing choir. When I met Dara, and I don't think I'd seen Dara in like 2 years, we'd done our PhDs together in Ireland, and then we hadn't seen each other. And when I met him, he was like, what are you missing? Like, what can we do? How can we? He's so good like that he can like kind of like, he always wants to help you out. And he was like, well, come, like there's a choir in this church and I think you'll really love it. Like they have an energy and a vibe and it's great. And I was like, okay, it's a bit of a trek, like all the way to the east side, already become a New Yorker after like 2 months. I was like, 2 trains? I don't think so. And like, it was just like, but he was like, you should come. And I met Jim one day after Mass. And firstly, when you walk in the door of this church, you can't help but be overwhelmed by its amazingness. And then you add into that some really nice people. And I heard Jamal and I think Greg at the time maybe sing and was like, I need to be here. And the friendliness, the welcomeness, and meeting Father Kelly and an Irish connection, everything just seemed to fit really well. And I immediately knew I wanted to join this choir, so I did. I think things like this, like generating online content, because unfortunately, like I don't know about most people, but I work not always regular hours, so therefore it's kind of hard sometimes to make it to a prayer meeting that might be on at the church or some kind of like event that might be held, and having things that you can kind of tune into after or at your own leisure to kind of just say, I have time now, and I still feel connected to those people. And it's a really strange feeling to be almost like peeping Tom in on someone, but knowing that they want you there. Coming here, it's really amazed me to see the involvement of the amount of people my age. I'm walking into a church where it was like a lot of young people, and the choir is full of young people, and the parish is full of young people, and it was really nice to see that. We all do have those same concerns and worries or even like doubts about your faith and your Christianity or whatever it might be, and having a like-minded person to talk to about that, and then probably work it through on your end, on the same of you, both of you talk it through and come to the same conclusions or different conclusions even, has really helped grow my faith, I think, in this parish, and finding people who, whether it's for myself through music or if it's through liturgy reading or whatever it might be, finding people who are similar in age and therefore similar probably in perspectives really helps advance your faith, and I think that's really important, and especially in this church where such a predominant number of people were younger, and it really felt like a vital, like everyone who spoke, I feel in the first few weeks that I was here were all young adults, and I was just like, it's crazy.
What you see? We are St. Francis de Sales, a welcoming, inclusive, and multi-ethnic Catholic parish that serves a diverse community strengthened by our commitment to Jesus. If you want to see more content like this for modern Catholics, please feel free to support our efforts by giving online. We also invite you to follow us on social media and to contribute to our work of ushering in the kingdom of God here on East 96th Street and beyond.